What's going on, everybody? So in this video, I wanted to talk about driving, and I wanted to talk about a truth that's very hard for people to accept of today's world, which is that we shouldn't be driving, and yeah, we shouldn't be using these cars anymore. Okay, and we shouldn't really be using the road system anymore. Okay, for various reasons, and a lot of people, like I said, will have problems with this. And I understand because when I was living on the mainland in the United States, because I'm in Hawaii now, I was driving all the time. I drove probably more than just about anybody. I traveled all the time. You know, I traveled, across the United States and back, out of state, plenty of times. It was fun. I definitely had my fair share of driving experiences, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun driving. But at the same time, with driving, of course, comes a lot of hassle because you have insurance, you have all this crap with your vehicle that can go wrong, and then you pay more money, and then it becomes a giant headache and it becomes a giant stress in your life. And of course, that's not healthy. So, ultimately, the real truth is if the technology is not clean, if it's not using some other kind of fuel source besides oil, okay, and unfortunately, with electric vehicles, in many ways, they're actually worse than big oil as far as destruction to the environment, okay, because of the giant batteries. So it's like you're not really getting anything there either. And there have been inventions invented by plenty of people a long time ago, back in like the 30s, 40s, time periods like that, where they used like, water for fuel, and things like that. But then the government always came in, big oil corporations came in, shut them down. And, things like that happen, and it's very unfortunate because when you think about the kind of technology that we could have that would make everything abundant, and we could go anywhere we wanted in the world, we could fly anywhere we wanted, but unfortunately we're using the road system, and because of that we're causing accidents, okay, deaths from accidents because we choose to drive. That's the only reason. And this is a piece of proof that we're the real problem in this world. Okay, it's really nobody else but our fault. We choose to do things like drive. We choose to do things that, ultimately we don't have to do. And if we didn't do them, we would be in a better world. Okay, but yeah, every single day worldwide, there's plenty of deaths from driving and accidents. And ultimately, supporting big oil, you're causing a lot of destruction to the earth. You're causing a lot of havoc to wildlife, even, and birds. Like when you talk about the Gulf oil spill that happened a long time ago and all the wildlife that got harmed. Okay, when you think about things like that, as much as you would like traveling in a car, okay, it's a moral thing to not support that stuff. So ultimately, that's why I don't support it anymore. That's why I don't drive. That's why I moved to Hawaii. Okay, it's just walking, riding a bike. And, ultimately, uh, yeah, and here's the other thing, right? All these inventions that we have, and you think about like all the alternative inventions that could be used, we wouldn't need nearly as many resources as we have. And all like we have a million resources that we don't even need in the name of using and utilizing electricity the way that we do, which it could be way more simple than that. There's a lot to go into, but when you think about all the places that you could travel in this world, whenever you want, all the places you could see with free energy and abundant energy. But yeah, the rulers of our world have been keeping that from us, and they want you to drive. They want you to be on the road, which causes a lot of stress when you're in rush hour traffic. You're sitting down a lot of your day. And according to Terence McKenna, he said that driving puts you in a trance-like state of mind, similar to when you're watching a television. You're in a very like sedated, kind of overly relaxed state. And it's not supposed to be like that. A sedated state and overusing technology as well, we're not really supposed to do that. It's one thing using, like, if we had free technology, free energy and all that, we would be using it sometimes, but not way too much. Okay, because the more you use technology, the more you disconnect from nature. Okay, it's okay to use it sometimes, like I said, but too much is too much. And that's part of the problem with our world is we're too obsessed with technology and we use it way too much. Okay, so yeah, this is the truth that a lot of people can't handle. Okay, I mean, I would ditch the car if I were you. If you want your life to be a lot less stressful, if you want your life to be a lot better, just ride a bike, move somewhere, maybe close to your job, whatever you're doing. But yeah, this is the ultimate truth. We drive, we choose to drive, and therefore the world, this is one of the bigger reasons why the world is the way that it is. Okay, it's because we're lazy, unfortunately, in that department. We can't go without our toys. Everyone needs their RVs, their dirt bikes, their Humvees, everything else. Everybody needs all these expensive things when in reality, why not just take a walk? Why not just live like our ancestors? And that's the truth. We should be living more like our ancestors. We should be walking, we should be doing all these things. But when you're driving, you're not really making the world better. You're kind of there's too many cars, way too much noise, which noise pollution can be unhealthy as well. So unfortunately, you're contributing to the evil in this world and big oil. And so I'm not telling you to ditch the car right away. Each person's situation is different, but just make it a potential possibility of the future. If you really want a better law of attraction for yourself, karma, and everything else, you got to detach from things like this that could be potentially harmful. So that's all I really wanted to say for this video. Um, yeah, technology is good, but there comes a time when we kind of have to rethink things and rethink what we're doing and how much we're being disconnected from simplicity because of technology. So that's all I really wanted to say. Hope everyone's having a good day and everything else. So take it easy.